Imagine you have a large hourglass in front of you. Every minute, a grain falls, and you cannot stop it. Time flows, whether you use it wisely or not. Now think, what are you doing with those grains of sand? Are you building something valuable, or are you just letting them be lost in the wind? The wealthiest people in the world understood early on that time is a limited resource. While many spend hours watching TV, stuck on social media, or postponing important decisions, those who achieve financial freedom use those same minutes to learn, plan, and invest in their future. If you want to have a better financial year in 2025, you need to start today. Every grain of sand that falls can be a step toward a prosperous future, or just more time wasted. The big question is, are you letting your hourglass run out without purpose, or are you building a solid path to success? Since childhood, we have heard that owning a home is the ultimate sign of stability and financial success. Stop paying rent and buy your house, they say. But does that really mean wealth? Many people believe that by purchasing a home to live in, they are automatically becoming wealthy. However, the reality is quite different. What defines someone's wealth is not the value of their house, but rather the cash flow it generates. Let's consider two scenarios. Scenario 1. João works his entire life, saves money, and buys a beautiful home. He is happy because he no longer has to pay rent, but every month he still has bills to pay: property taxes, maintenance, condominium fees, unexpected repairs. The property he bought does not generate any money for him. On the contrary, it only brings expenses. Scenario 2. Maria, on the other hand, decides to invest her money in income-generating properties. Instead of buying a large house to live in, she acquires 2 smaller apartments and rents them out. Now, every month, she receives a fixed income from tenants. This money covers her expenses and still leaves extra for new investments. Now, I ask you, who is really building wealth? João, who bought a house to live in and has to take money out of his pocket every month to maintain it? Or Maria, who invested in properties that generate income and allow her to live with more financial freedom? Billionaires understand this logic better than anyone. Elon Musk, for example, has stated that he does not own a home. Jeff Bezos invests billions in companies and productive assets, not just in luxurious properties for personal use. Their strategy is simple: invest in what generates money, not in what only consumes resources. Does this mean that buying a home is a mistake? Not necessarily. Having a place to live can bring comfort and security. But if your goal is wealth, you need to think beyond property ownership. The real path to financial independence is acquiring assets that put money in your pocket every month, not just property that seems valuable but, in reality, only generates expenses. The question is, do you just want to own a home, or do you want to build real wealth? When we talk about debt, many people immediately think of something negative. After all, who wants to be in debt, right? But the truth is that not all debt is bad. There is something called good debt and bad debt, and understanding the difference between them is essential for your financial success. Good debt is the kind that, although it involves a loan or financing, will generate more money in the future than the amount you paid in interest. A classic example is buying a rental property. Imagine you buy a financed apartment, and the rent you receive each month covers the loan payments and still leaves you with extra profit. In this case, the debt is working in your favor because it is helping to create a steady cash flow. Now, bad debt is the kind that takes money out of your pocket and generates no return. Think of something like buying a brand new car on credit, which will quickly lose market value and generate costs for maintenance, insurance, and taxes without bringing in any extra income. This type of debt only increases your expenses without creating any value. When you use credit to finance non-essential items or things that do not generate future value, such as expensive clothes or trips you cannot afford, you are accumulating bad debt. The key is to invest in good debt. When you use credit to acquire assets that will generate returns, such as rental properties, stocks, or even businesses, you are creating a smart investment strategy. These assets will generate cash flow for you, money coming in every month, which will help pay off the debt and still create profit. On the other hand, if you go into debt to acquire liabilities, such as consumer goods that have no potential to generate income, you will only be increasing your expenses. This is a common mistake, but one that can be avoided with planning and discipline. The key to using good debt to your advantage is financial education. Understanding when and how to use credit strategically can transform your financial life. Remember that good debt is a tool that, when used wisely, can increase your wealth. Meanwhile, bad debt is like a black hole that swallows your finances and prevents you from building the wealth you desire. So, before taking on a debt, ask yourself, will this debt help me generate more money, or will it make me spend more? If the answer is the first option, then you are on the right track. It is not always necessary to have a large sum of money to start investing or making big business moves. One of the most effective ways to achieve financial success, even without your own capital to invest, is through smart partnerships or joint ventures. A smart partnership is like a union of forces between two or more people with different skills, knowledge, or resources. Together, these people can invest in projects that would be impossible to accomplish individually. The central concept here is that together, the parties have more potential to grow. Instead of trying to do everything alone, you can share responsibilities and profits, minimizing risks and maximizing opportunities. Imagine you have an empty plot of land, but lack the money needed to build something on it. If you form a partnership with someone who has the financial resources to fund the construction, both of you can benefit. You provide the land, while the investor brings the necessary capital to build the property. Once the project is completed and starts generating income, whether through sales or rentals, both of you will share the profits according to the agreed terms. These partnerships are not limited to land or real estate. You can use this strategy in business as well. If you have an excellent business idea but lack the capital to make it happen, you can look for a partner who has the necessary resources. In return, you offer expertise, market knowledge, or even business management, while the investor contributes the capital. The key to a smart partnership is choosing your partners wisely. As in any relationship, trust and good communication are essential. Before making any agreement, it is important to clearly define responsibilities, each party's contributions, and how profits will be shared. This way, misunderstandings and legal issues can be avoided in the future. For example, if you have a business idea but don't have all the resources needed to take the first step, find an investor who believes in your project and has the capital to fund the initial stages. In return, you can offer a percentage of future profits or even a partnership in other areas of the business. The important thing is that both parties benefit from the partnership. Additionally, remember that partnerships can be a great way to learn. By working with someone more experienced in a specific field, you will have the opportunity to learn from them, accelerating your professional and financial growth. Smart partnerships are a powerful way to expand your horizons and achieve financial goals faster without needing a large initial investment. The key is knowing how to find the right partners and ensuring that everyone involved is aligned with the same objective. With this, you can turn ideas and dreams into reality without having to carry the entire financial burden alone. The challenges of inheriting. Wealth, receiving an inheritance, may seem like a blessing, but in reality, many people end up facing problems. and even losing fortunes due to legal disputes over inheritances. It's something many families don't consider, but it can deeply affect the finances of everyone involved. When someone passes away and leaves assets such as properties or money, many family members may start disputing what they consider to be their right. This can lead to lengthy court battles that, in addition to being expensive, create frustration and distrust among relatives. Imagine inheriting a valuable property, but there are legal issues surrounding it, such as unresolved documents or disagreements over asset division. These problems can take years to resolve, and in the meantime, the property's value may decrease, or you may end up having to sell it to pay off associated debts. Furthermore, the litigation process can consume a lot of time and energy. Instead of enjoying the inheritance peacefully, a person finds themselves entangled in disputes that not only drain financial resources, but also affect their peace of mind. And if the inheritance involves a property that does not generate any income or does not fit the heir's plans, it ends up being a burden rather than a financial advantage. The best way to handle these situations is to avoid legal complications. From the start, if you inherit a property with legal issues, the most common recommendation from financial experts is to sell the property and reinvest the money in something you can directly control, such as financial assets or properties, without legal complications. This way, you protect yourself from potential lawsuits and turn what could be a burden into an opportunity to generate wealth. Many families do not discuss how to handle inheritances while they are healthy and well, but it is important to remember that a lack of planning can result in financial chaos. A simple solution to avoid these problems is to have a well-prepared will that distributes assets clearly and without room for disputes. This can help ensure that when someone passes away, their assets are divided according to their wishes, without creating conflict among heirs. Finally, whenever possible, seek advice from a lawyer specializing in inheritance to ensure the process is simple and straightforward, preventing assets from being lost in endless disputes. Inheritances can be a great opportunity for financial growth, but when not properly planned, they can turn into a major legal and financial nightmare. Many people have a distorted view of money. They believe that having money is the ultimate goal, that money itself is the key to happiness and success. But in reality, money is just a tool, a means to achieve our goals and improve our lives. When you become too attached to money and see it as something that must be accumulated at any cost, you end up becoming its slave. The secret lies in learning how to make money work for you, not the other way around. The wealthiest people are not those who irrationally or selfishly love money, but rather those who know how to use it wisely to create more opportunities. Elon Musk, for example, is not obsessed with hoarding money for its own sake. What he does is reinvest his profits into innovations and new projects, such as SpaceX and Tesla, which generate more wealth while also helping to transform the world. He understands that by using his money as a tool, he can create a much greater impact. Donating money is also a powerful way to demonstrate that you understand money is not the master. Engaging in philanthropy by donating a portion of your earnings to social causes is not only a noble act, but also creates a cycle of abundance and prosperity. This not only helps others, but also puts you in a mindset of prosperity and generosity. It's as if you are telling the universe, I have more than I need, so I will share with those who need it more. This creates a positive cycle that, over time, can lead to more opportunities and growth. However, the focus should always be on using money to create freedom and security. Money should not be an end, but a means to achieve financial freedom. When you learn to use money to reach your goals without becoming emotionally attached to it, you create an environment of financial peace. True wealth is not about the number of zeros in your bank account, but the freedom you have to do what truly matters to you, whether it's traveling, investing in new projects, or helping those in need. Moreover, making money work for you does not mean living solely off passive income, but also learning how to manage your finances strategically. Creating multiple income streams, such as investing in real estate, stocks, businesses, or even learning a new skill that can be monetized, are ways to ensure that money never becomes your master. In summary, the real key to wealth is learning to control money and not letting it control you. When you do this, money becomes a tool that can be used to build freedom, opportunities, and even a positive impact on other people's lives. One of the biggest lies people believe about personal finance is that they have already missed the right age to start investing. I'm too old to change my financial situation, many think, but the truth is, it's never too late to start investing. Your financial morning begins the moment you decide to take control of your finances and take the first steps towards securing a better future. But it's not just about growth, it's also important that your money is working for you. Investing in passive income is a powerful concept where you create sources of revenue that do not directly depend on your work. Rental income from real estate, stock dividends, or earnings from real estate funds are examples of how you can generate passive income, allowing your money to work while you sleep. Investing wisely also means diversifying. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Invest in different types of assets, real estate, stocks, businesses, and even investment funds. This helps mitigate risks and increases your chances of financial success. In summary, saving alone is not enough. You need to invest. If you want to build wealth and protect your money from inflation, you must seek assets that grow over time. The key is not just to save, but to make your money work for you, creating a more secure and prosperous financial future. To build wealth in 2025, it's essential to invest in income-generating assets, use time wisely, avoid bad debt, and diversify your investments. Remember, time is your most valuable currency, and starting to invest as early as possible can significantly transform your financial life. Don't forget, it's never too late to start, but the sooner you begin, the better your future results will be. Now that you've learned these valuable principles, how about putting them into practice? The path to a stronger and more secure financial life is in your hands. Did you enjoy this content? Then like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss more tips on improving your financial life. I'd love to know what you think about this strategy for 2025. Leave your comment below and share it with your friends so everyone can benefit from these insights. See you next time.